Nope. Okay, Mills. I'm sorry. You were.
Hello, hello. How is everybody?
Hello. Oh, I meant to go share this and I forgot. As we went live, I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that. I'm good. It's Sunday. And I'm sad it's over. Or almost over, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you switch over to your laptop, Robin?
no, I finally figured out how to switch my camera.
Oh, there you go. Got it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I also would never have figured it out. I'm like, we're just vertical. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, not the end of the world. We all would have been fine if you would have stayed vertical. Like, not a biggie.
Well, now I don't have to hold on to it too because I just switched my Kindle off the stand and put my phone in there.
There you go.
Mm. That works. Yeah.
Hi, Jessica.
Hey. Okay, yeah, we are. I did just share the link and I checked that we were for sure live because I had a moment. I was
did
are
the
we
same.
for sure
So
live?
we're good. Yeah.
No, I'm excited and sad we're almost done.
Yeah.
I do think we have to do a spring round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Similarly timed, either right before or right after 30 and 30.
Yeah, I agree.
So
it'd either be
It'll be
like
fun.
end of March or like first part of May.
And maybe I'll actually read more than like 2 things.
hey, you're fine. 2 things is more
Again,
than
you're
valid.
trying to keep a tiny human alive. That's hard at the stage you're at. So
I'm only on
that
2
is
books.
your focus.
So you're fine.
Yeah.
I have no excuse. I've read more than that this month, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. As you see, little hands.
I know. That's the funny part. I just see
That's
little,
okay.
like,
That's all we'll see. That's all we want to see.
Yeah.
it just makes me think of the video you sent us where she goes stroller.
We're
man, I had such a
startled.
kick out of it.
Yeah,
I couldn't stop laughing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, same. I maybe rewatched it multiple times and just kept giggling uncontrollably. But I was like, hey, that's all of our reactions to random things in our life. So it's fine. See? Other people have only read 2
Nothing
things.
wrong with this.
I mean, listen, I'm proud of myself because the 2
I'm
things
just
I
proud
read
I've been reading this week.
count for Black Halloween.
Nice. As I say, the group book also counts for Black Halloween, which is always
I know,
wonderful.
but I didn't reread it. But I have to figure out. I guess the demon is darker skin, so I think that counts for Black Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that and then
my Nalini also counts for Black Halloween, so that was nice.
No, Dark City Omega is it's interracial, so it doesn't count.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because it's no interracial romance for Black Halloween. So yeah. So one counted ish, we'll say. And then I'm gonna read more of my Black Halloween books this week, so that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. That will be nice.
I was trying to remember if the sequel was also an interracial romance. I think it was. Or Dark City Omega.
Nothing wrong with 3 novellas.
No, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I love novellas for readathon. They're the best.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I just think it's nice to get through stuff sometimes. Because instead I'm in the middle of a almost 600-page book.
Yeah.
That I want to finish. I just haven't.
Yeah.
I realize I need to probably change the font on my Kindle, step 1, to like refocus my brain.
Yeah,
I think
I do that occasionally, and it's like, oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I find if I'm not reading a lot or I'm struggling, if I change the font, I can refocus a little.
I either change the font or I change like the size on it. Because sometimes if I make it a slightly bigger, where it feels like I'm accomplishing more as I click more,
I do that.
That was nice too.
Oh, I always keep my font big because if I turn the page quicker, I keep reading.
Yeah.
which is helpful.
Yeah, this makes sense for
that's
novellas.
interesting.
A lot of people don't like standalone novellas. So
Yeah, I
if
can
it's
see
like
that.
interconnected in something, they'll do it. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
I used to be that way, and then I found good novellas, and then I'm like, okay.
I feel like you can
okay.
pick up so many bad ones is the hard part.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
Oh yeah, there's tons of trashy novellas out there. Like, let's be real.
I think the key is finding authors who write really great
Mm-hmm.
family novellas.
Mm-hmm.
Or finding ones that are super bonkers but really fun, like Vera Valentine. Every Vera Valentine I've read, I've thoroughly enjoyed just because they are so bonkers and banana pants. But like, there is nothing based in reality about them really, and they just are written too well for what they are.
See, I consider that a good novella because I finished novellas in which I was like, thank God this is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Finding a novella where you want more is the sign of a good novella.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's quickly talk about what we're reading for this first sprint. I think we'll do 45 for the first one, if that feels good to everybody.
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
Yeah, we did have the live about the group book last night. So if you're interested in that, it's just on my channel, so you can check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also get burnt out if I read too many novellas at once. I have to break it up a bit.
Fair.
I also use manga to break up a lot of my reading for books. So,
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Izzy, what are you planning to read?
I am torn. I'll probably continue her Psycho Beast, which, like I said, I'm about 50% through. Yeah, I'm literally at 49, well, 50%, 49, 50%. And I'm enjoying it. It's just long. And I started it, and then like all that shit happened, and I was like, we're not reading this during that because I want to enjoy the book that I'm enjoying and not read it during sad times. So that when I read the next book, I'm like, oh, sad memories.
Yeah.
Sad series connection. Like, you know what I mean? Where you're just like, but I may also read a couple more chapters of Best Text Ever. I've abandoned my manga plan for the day because I really just would like to finish these 2 titles maybe by this evening and or early tomorrow morning to just have them in this vlog and not keep carrying them over.
Yeah.
Continuously. So I'll probably focus on her Psycho Beast. The chapters are so short. Did you read it yet, Robin?
Yeah, I read it as an arc.
Yeah, I had the arc, so I'm still reading my arc copy. But yeah, I'm enjoying the 3rd book. It's not bad. It's the perfect continuation of where we already were. So it's just like knowing that I need to like dedicate the time to it, and also knowing that like if I'm not, I need to start it earlier in the day. I cannot pick it up at 9:00 at night.
That's what I kept doing too. So it took me like 9 days to read it because
that's why it's taking me so long. I keep picking up at 9:00 at night. I'm like, you cannot read this book.
Yeah.
At 9:00 at night, you will not sleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, you have to sleep. So
yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
Mm-hmm.
You should start it. It's so good.
I will get there. I have a certain vlog I want to do first, and then I'm probably going to try it out.
Just be ready, because you're going to read 3 books.
Yeah.
3.5 books.
I thought it was so funny that Heather was like, I'm not going to pick it up for the readathon because I don't want to read a single series. And then she did with
a different series.
I almost yelled at her last night on our live to be like, excuse me, you told us you weren't going to pick up her Vicious Beast because you didn't want to marathon a whole series. And then what did you do? Liar.
Right.
Dirty liar, as always. I expect nothing less from Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Disappointments all around.
And then Robin, what's your plan?
I'm reading The Marriage Text by Sarah Blue right now. I have started like 4 things, and this is the only one that's stuck so far. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
I just love her random. Just
you just see this little paw almost. Just
it's
little,
cute.
I love it. That's great.
It's so funny.
All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
And then for me, I'm going to try to finish up Wed to the Wild God by Ruby Dixon. That's been my audio. And then I'm going to pick up Outbride Volume 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got one more volume of manga I'd like to get to today if possible. And then I want to finish Bull Moon Rising. That's like my plans for the rest of the day. We'll see how much happens on sprints.
I was like, how much of that you'll get through, who knows? But
at the very least, I only have like I have less than 40 minutes left in Wed to the Wild Gods, so I should finish
So you
that
will
one on
finish
this
that.
sprint.
Mhm.
That and at least one volume of manga I'll finish on sprints. I don't know what else I'll finish, but at least that.
That's fair.
All right. Let's go ahead and start this sprint. We're going to start with the
Mhm.
45, and then we'll
Sounds
do a
good.
little chatty bit, and then we'll see how much time we want to do on the next one. We'll see how everybody's feeling. So
Sounds good.
let's go ahead. We're going to mute up, and we'll meet you on the other side. Hello, friends.
Hello.
How did we do?
I read 8%.
That's
Not
good.
bad. This is long too, so like,
Yeah, that's really impressive for how long it
that's
is.
the hard part. If I feel like it's so long, so I'm like, I'm not making
A wild
progress,
Heather has
but I am.
appeared.
Heather, we were
Yeah.
shit talking to you earlier.
Huh?
We shit talked to you earlier.
Why? Are you done? Are you done?
No.
Oh.
She's gonna do it to your face now.
No, I'm gonna do it to your face. It's already on the internet. Who cares? You were like, I don't want to read a whole one series for Love in the Night, but then you did.
Or is this you complaining that I didn't read her
Psycho
Beast
Beast
for this?
Yeah. Because you're like, I just
That's
don't
not
want to
true. Okay, look, if the Spinner Wheel gods had chosen her Feral Beast, because I actually did read her Vicious Beast last week. I don't know if I told you this, Izzy.
No, you didn't. Wow.
But I did, and I liked it, and I plan on continuing. So it could have been the series that I went down the rabbit hole of, but it wasn't. Spinner Wheels chose something else.
I'm just saying, you were like, I don't want to read a whole series. I don't want to just marathon one thing.
No,
and then you did.
I didn't want to plan on a whole series. If that was what the mood decided, then I was fine with it. But I didn't want it to be the plan. That was my.
So for me, I did better than I expected in that one. I upped the speed a bit on my audiobooks. I ended up finishing that relatively early in the sprint, which was nice. Really enjoyed it. It's a fun series. I'm really enjoying it. And then I did actually read all of Outbright Volume 6, which I really like what happened in this volume.
Okay.
Because we're dealing with a lot of the jealousy issues. Like, those are finally being addressed at this point, especially with a particular character that, we all have feelings about from the beginning. So I really liked what happened here. But yeah, Wed to the Wild God was great. If you like Ruby Dixon, you'll like it. I finished it with I finished the volume of manga with 10 seconds left. So I'm like, perfect. Robin will be back with us in a bit. She's back.
You mean finished?
Into existence.
You'll totally be able to finish that in the next sprint, Vi.
Oh yeah, easy peasy. It's telling me I have 3 hours and 37 minutes left in this book, so I have to beat that time, obviously.
Her Psycho Beast, is that what you're working on?
Yeah, because I went to sleep last night. I thought I would stay up.
I was like, surely not.
Well, no, we finished that. Grubs finished playing video games. I was like, let's watch a show. So we watched a show, and then he put on Try Guys American Girl Dolls, and then he got freaked out because I knew too much. And I was like, I literally because we sleep in separate bedrooms when we're at my parents' house because it's 2 queen beds, it's too small.
Yeah.
And I set the dolls on his bed one time because my brother had set them out for me to take home with me. It's like, you've literally seen these. Like, why are you shocked at my American Girl doll knowledge?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of us.
Samantha, so we turned it off, and I was like, no. We don't slander Samantha.
I read the books about all of them that were out
of Samantha. Are you guys subscribed to Babbity Kate? Okay, well, 2 years ago, maybe, I don't know, maybe last year, I don't know, she did a Kirsten American Girl doll video. It's 3 hours long. It is the best thing I've ever watched in my entire life. Today she released Samantha, but she's been working on Kirsten.
Wow.
And she goes through all the books. She does all sorts of the crafts and the paper dolls and the costumes, just all sorts of stuff.
I've debated a vlog where I read book 1 for all of the dolls.
Listen, the things I read Addie, the first
Okay.
Addie book to my kids and was like trying not to cry while I was reading it out loud to them. So that went well. But the things that she
Heather, I'm gonna need you to drop the link in our chat again so I can share it with everybody.
the things she mentioned.
It's not a show.
happened
There's
in
just some
books,
YouTube videos.
There's just YouTube videos.
I did not remember them at all.
They were like, Samantha's rich. And I was like, yes, but also Samantha is pro-union and like pro-workers' rights. So like, let's not get it twisted here.
I actually already sent this video to someone. Sorry. Already.
Hold on, Robin, we can't hear you. I saw your lips moving. Maybe. You're like cutting in and out.
So sad.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be watching that. Actually, I haven't done my reading journal the entire readathon, so I really needed something to just sit at the desk forever. So I'll be doing that on Tuesday. I'm excited.
I love that plan for you. I need to update my Hobonichi like memory journal stuff in it from like everything in the last week. So I have a bunch of paper ephemera and all these things. So I need to like maybe I'll watch.
I need to sit down and do the ones for the trip because I didn't bring it with me.
Hopefully it works.
There you
we
go.
go.
You're back.
Yay. I have all of the Samantha and all of the Kirsten ones sitting up in the nursery right now.
I love
That
this.
is so awesome.
I still like my Samantha doll is still around. Like I had the doll and everything.
I did not ever have a doll.
Yeah.
I just had the books. My parents were like, this is good enough. Here you go.
I had
My mom got me the
Samantha.
Samantha doll because she had brown hair and green eyes like me. So she's like, you have to have this because it is you. I'm like,
She has
okay.
brown eyes.
Does she?
Yeah, I don't think she has green eyes. I think she has brown eyes.
Am I thinking the wrong one then?
My girl has been playing with the Samantha paper dolls that my sister saved apparently from our childhood. And she's very into it.
Yeah. I had the paper dolls. But
They might
not
be like hazily brown, but they're brown. They're not green. Because I got Samantha first, and then I got Josefina, and then I begged for a build your own doll, and it looks just like Samantha.
Oh,
And my mom was like, "You do not need this," and I was like, "It's all I want."
Oh man, for a long time, Kirsten was
and then I
my
got
favorite,
Kit.
and then Josefina.
Mhm.
Josefina.
I
I
love
went to a
those
launch
ones.
party for Josefina in South Florida with my mom.
I hate you so
was so
much.
cool.
You
I listen.
living my
Like,
dream and then rubbing it in my face decades later.
You're welcome. I'll send you a summer. She's literally laying out on top of a bed in my room that I stayed at my parents' house.
That's awesome.
But yeah, they did a Try Guys video where they like went through all the dolls. And it was so funny. It was so funny.
I'll have to watch it later.
And we did not finish it, but he was just like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, don't mess with me in my American Girl doll lore."
Your lore was unlocked. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't
I was like,
know.
"I've eaten in the cafe. Thank you very much." Mom
I
and
did
went when I
go
was in
to
high
the Mall of America
Mhm.
when I was about 10, and they had the American Girl doll store there. Did I get buy anything? No, but was I
Yeah.
there? Yes.
I was like, I looked at it for sure.
Yeah, I've only been to the stores in Chicago and New York. But when I was like in high school in Chicago in the burbs, Mom was like, "Do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Heck yeah." So we went and did it. Cause like we were never that close when I was young enough.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really funny. But it was just wild because like obviously we lived like not far and we had friends, like my parents had kids who like were into it. Like, and when I was older, they like wouldn't take them into the city to go. And I'm like, "What's wrong with you? It's 40 minutes away. Like,
Yeah.
figure it out. Take your kid. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's right there. Like, it's such a fun memory and experience." But
I used to get
like,
the,
and these were people who obviously had the financial means to take their kids to it. So I
right,
was just like,
right. Did you guys
It's a
get
different
the
story.
catalogs?
Oh yeah.
yes.
Like I remember pouring over this.
Oh,
Same.
yeah. 100%.
That's so funny.
Which was always sad because I knew I couldn't get a doll. And so I would just sit there and like stare at them.
Oh man, obsess over it. Oh,
Yeah.
well, this is what I would get.
Little Miss will have her own doll, guaranteed. When
We will
she's
start
of
a
age.
fund if we need. This
Yeah.
will happen.
Listen, I'd hoped my brother would have a girl because I was like, "Well, you're inheriting like 4 American Girl dolls at this point."
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I think I'm just gonna clean them up and put them up in my office craft room at some point.
Like,
They
Yeah.
did Halloween costumes this year too, y'all, where
Is
you
it?
could get
That's
to
awesome.
dress up as American Girl dolls. And I was like, wow,
Cute.
That's
wow,
amazing.
this is so cool.
Remember when they built the store? That's wild. I remember. I'm sure, like all of you, I remember like Josefina getting added,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
like I forget who else. She might have been the first one that, because I discovered the books through the library, and then
Yeah.
read them all, and then waited for more.
hmm
But
Yeah, and then they came out with like the second round of
yeah,
I just remember when they started doing like the second round ones where I was like, wait, what's going on? These are like
I remember
modern-ish.
being like, absolutely not. We
Yeah. I remember
Who
when
are you?
Mattel bought it out too, like in some of those changes.
Mhm.
So yeah. Ugh, it was the best. The best
Mhm.
hobby.
Yeah, those and the
I was like, there was the other one, where they would like, it was the girls in history or whatever, like on the Titanic, and
yeah.
what were they called? It's
Is that
like,
Dear
The
America?
Y2K doll did kind of
There's-
make me feel ancient.
Mm-hmm.
There's like that, and then there's like the princess ones.
oh, I liked those too. Yeah,
But yeah, I was obsessed with all of those.
same. Because we would go to the library and they were all there
Yeah,
and
they were all
available.
there.
Yeah,
Now there are libraries that do like loans for them, which I think is really cool too. So like you
Mhm.
can
That's
take
good.
out an American Girl doll and her books.
That's
I
amazing.
was like, that's
that's
fantastic.
awesome. I would have loved that, to be able to like take whichever one I was like binging at that time.
Right. That would have been amazing.
I was just like, when I saw it, I was like, this is so cool. And now we have so
Mhm.
many better dupe type American Girl doll stuff too. Which
Oh
is
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
There was
back-
really nothing like it
yeah.
when they were
And
first
I wasn't a
coming out.
Barbie girl.
Well, that was the whole reason why they got made, right? Was that the only thing that existed was Barbies and baby dolls. There was no
Yeah.
child dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to make that.
And then all of their stories are wildly traumatic. So
We're
So-
oh my god. If you watch these videos, the Kirsten one, like I said, I haven't watched the Samantha one yet. The Samantha one came out 40 minutes ago. It's 4 hours long and is part 1 of Samantha.
oh yeah. Oh man, I'm set up for a great
The
week.
Kirsten one.
Everyone else's
I'm
content
telling you,
down the pipe.
you would
Sorry,
not
Shay.
believe.
Sorry, Heather.
Oh no. I'm watching it. Yeah.
So Heather, what did you say you were going to be productive or read?
I am in the middle of The Lazy Witch's Guide to Vampires and Villainy by Jessica Gaziella after a couple meh reads and a couple DNFs. However, for the sprint, I will be reading Outbride 4.
I read Outbride 6, so
Yes, you did. It's my last paranormal manga, so I will have succeeded on that.
how did your reading go, Robin?
I got like 12%, like pretty good.
That's great.
And I ate, so we ate
Good
dinner.
job. What are you reading?
The Marriage Hex by Sarah Blue. I started like 4 things and like nothing was sticking. So
Dude,
I just kept starting new things until something stuck.
Situational DNFs are a real thing. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean you're
100%.
in the book forever. It's just
Yeah.
not the mood.
the amount
I know
of
it's bad when I
DNFs
open Goodreads and like your Kindle's like auto opened, like mark the thing as red, like because you forget to turn it off or something. And I'm like, oh, oops.
My bad.
Fair.
This is fair. This is fair.
They are very,
We have introduced you to a rabbit hole. We have 0 regrets at this moment.
Yeah, you're welcome.
they're very, very good.
Mhm. All right. Well, shall we start a sprint? I was thinking maybe
Yeah.
an hour if everybody's up for it.
Yeah, I can do an hour.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's mute up and we will see you guys on the other side of an hour. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How did everybody do?
Good.
Really good.
I read the manga and I got all the way through what I've read so far today of the readathons for Red Zone. So
Nice.
That's great.
I wanted to include it in the vlog, which I'm hoping to edit and have all done tomorrow for Tuesday. So that was hanging over my head. So I'm happy that all I have to do is finish whatever.
That's fair. My vlog will be Thursday.
I did not vlog this week.
Tuesday.
I'm just going to do a wrap up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Considering how little I read, I feel that's fine.
The only
Yeah.
problem I have is that my nephews are coming tomorrow at like noon and spending the night. So I need to have it done like tomorrow morning. So that's my only.
You got this. You can do it.
I have already done like the first edit of all or almost all of the vlog. So that's good.
That'll help a lot. How about you, Izzy? How much progress did you make?
I read another 12% of this. So I'm trucking right through it. I nearing 70% now, probably like a page away from 70. So I will be very, very done tonight with it. There's no world I'm not finishing it this evening, which feels great.
That is good.
I feel like the plot has super duper picked up in this last half,
That's always nice.
which kind of is what she does. And I feel like that's the only way for this book to kind of play out. We needed a lot of other stuff in the first half. And then now we're like, I can't say it because it's book 3. I can't say anything. But yeah,
Right.
we're moving.
How
Robin knows.
traumatized am I going to be? You can say that. I need to know.
How what?
Traumatized am I going to be by this
Book
series?
3, not too traumatized, I don't think.
Robin, do you concur?
I don't think you're going to be traumatized.
It's very just over the top paranormal.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys could say that with more confidence. That would make me feel better.
No, listen, the part, I don't want to say what I just read, but like content warning and this one for like death of family, I guess.
But like none
I
of
was
it's sad. Like
that was a little sad, but it wasn't like traumatizing sad.
Right.
It was like slightly heartbreaking, and then we moved on very quickly.
Yeah.
Though.
Cool.
So
I feel like
nothing
everything
lingers.
Yeah, and I feel like everything is so like over the top that none of it feels like grounded in reality. So it doesn't like hurt in any way.
I will say after the prequel novella, I was kind of pissed at everyone. I was like,
Oh yeah.
what are you doing?
You feel that way like halfway through book 1 too, where you're just like, what is wrong with all of you people? And then like at the end of book 1, you're like, oh, okay.
And we don't like keep regressing or anything, right?
No.
No.
Take care of it.
No. You keep moving into like a bigger plot.
Yeah.
Right. I just don't like when you have the characters for like Why Choose, when you have all of the series following the same group and everything, where it's like every book ends with, oh, and now we're emotionally unavailable and betrayal again. Like,
no, the way that this one works is every book is a new character finally like giving in.
Okay.
So it's like you're constantly like getting more and more love interests instead of them like moving forward and then moving back. Okay. It's like with every book, one of them like is like, okay, I'm in it.
Yeah.
And then the next one you learn about like that hero's backstory. And then he ends up like falling for her.
So book 1 is Savage, the wolf guy.
Yeah.
As you would expect.
Yeah, because he's the most like, I'm in, I'm all in, whatever. Yeah. He does not care.
So it works really well for a series because you never have that like 3 steps forward and then 4 steps back. And then like
that's what I like about the Bonded by Thorn series as well for a White Choose.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Someone's
setup
giving in
like,
to their main bond, and that's great.
Yeah. It's the same kind of setup where every book you're getting like a new love interest that's added to
you get enough more world stuff too. I feel like in each one where you're like you're continue to be invested.
Yeah.
Great.
Because it doesn't just like she balances both nicely.
Mhm.
And like because every story focuses on a different hero, you're getting a lot of like backstory, but also like world building because you're learning more about like different factions and things like that because they all kind of come from
All
different
different.
places.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So you'll have some cliffhangery endings, but you'll be okay also because it's
And they're
never
not
the
like
relationship.
yeah, and the cliffhangers aren't like super intense to where it's like, oh my God, how will this situation? It just like opens up for the next story where you're
Which
like,
is
okay, now
nice.
I'm excited for whoever's next.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Because so much of my mood reading is like, we cannot feel anxious about this book or we are not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
How
no,
was
you
your
should-
progress, Robin?
Yeah. It'll work.
Oh,
It'll
I am
work.
40% in now. So I have
Nice.
2.5 hours left in the book. So I should be able to finish it today.
Yay.
real progress has been made.
We love that. And then for me, I did get a center in the deep sea or of the deep sea volume 1 read. It's going to be a duology. There's only going to be the 2. So
Okay.
loving that. It's, very, if Ariel had a best friend that was female and was crushing on her kind of a situation. So,
Okay.
except, it's outlawed to talk to humans actually. So like she's arrested and things like that. So it's kind of cool. It's like a play on a Little Mermaid kind of trope, and I really like how it's being done.
Mhm.
And then I kept going on Bull Moon Rising. I'm now officially 66% of the way through that. So officially 2/3 of the way in. I'm very invested in our couple and what's going on around them. And the only thing I don't love is we have an ex that won't go away. We talked about that a little bit last night. We do have that trope going on here. So
Who is that by?
Ruby Dixon, it's her trad pub that's coming out on Tuesday.
Okay.
So I want to make sure it's done by
Yeah.
Tuesday. With only 2/3 left and it only being 4:00 my time, I should have enough time today to finish it up. So
Yeah.
because I don't have anything else going on. Worst case scenario, I quickly finish it tomorrow morning.
Yeah. You'll easily be done before Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
I put that one off because when I looked at the audiobook in the Penguin app, I was like, almost 18 hours. I'll wait till I can get it from the library and read it on 3 times speed.
Well, like
that's
even
the
at
one
2 times speed, that's just like spending a day focusing on it, honestly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't have uninterrupted time though for it. This is the
That's true.
problem.
Yeah. But no,
Every
it's
time Pierre-
really, really good. It has a little bit of that like more historical, almost steampunk kind of feel to it. Like they're down in tunnels digging kind of a situation. So
Interesting.
they're like digging for artifacts. So like she's smart and like loves to read and has glasses, but glasses are a sign of like fortune in this world, like where she's at. And so she's been running around without her glasses on so that nobody knows she comes from money. But like her dad has gone and gambled away all of their riches. So she's just like trying to do something that she loves to make money. And that's going and like finding these artifacts in these tunnels. And it's really interesting. And then the hero is basically like this Minotaur guy. They call him Taurians, who, he's basically holding their ragtag team together because his race doesn't have any rights to like lead the teams of the guilds to go down into these caves. So he's just like been limping along with this one guild master who's basically saved his life just by giving him a chance. And, she's a slobbering drunk. And they end up in a marriage of her, the girl who comes from money and the Taurian end up in a marriage of convenience because their mating moon is coming upon them. It only comes once every 5 years. So of course he's horny and lusty and things because of the moon. And so he's like, is this just the moon coming or is this my actual feelings for her? So there's a lot of things going on, but I'm enjoying it. It's a good time. So when that comes out on Tuesday with its pretty hardcover and sprayed edges and everything, don't hesitate to pick it up if you're interested. Because I will be picking up a physical copy. I like it enough.
Every
Unless
time
it does something super stupid in the end, which is why I want to get it
Which
read before
sometimes-
it's out.
Yeah. Every time PRH Audio sends out their like newsletter thing where you can submit things, I always ask them to go up to 3 times speed. I submit it every single month.
I need to remember to do that when I get that email.
Yeah. Every month
Because-
I'm like, can you add the ability to go to 3 times?
Even if it was 2.5, like
I
I
know.
could get through more. Like that's what's working for best text ever on that one for me. It's because it's only 8.5.
Mhm.
So like 2 times is fine. But like when
Mhm.
stuff's longer, I rarely listen to stuff at 2. I'm usually at 2.5 or higher.
Same.
So
Especially
it's-
contemporary because like
oh my goodness. Yeah, no, contemporary especially. I'm like 3
Oh,
times.
contemporaries, I'm at 2.5, 3 bare minimum.
yeah. Mhm.
Because yeah, I was just like, oh, maybe one day we'll get 3 times on there.
I think it's funny because they do it I'm like, there has to be somebody that is just like, this lady is so annoying.
You cannot be the only one though.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of other people that are in the program also want it.
Yeah.
Mhm. For sure. Alrighty. So these are this was the last sprint of the readathon this round. And we are definitely in talks about doing a spring round, y'all. Like that's gonna be a thing. We just need to talk dates and stuff. So when we know more, we'll let y'all know more. This has been really fun. I love doing this with my friends and it's awesome. So
Yeah.
anyways, we're all gonna go finish the books we're in the middle of, hopefully by tonight. If not, then tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning. But anywho, everybody have a wonderful Sunday and rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys in the next